Welcome to the news briefing. We start today with major regulatory news, as millions of benefit claimants face potential new monitoring under enhanced anti-fraud powers being rolled out by the Department for Work and Pensions. Experts are sounding the alarm, warning that this new system involving advanced digital checks and AI-driven risk analysis must be handled with extreme care to avoid wrongly flagging innocent people and causing unnecessary anxiety for claimants.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we switch gears completely and look at international headlines. We have breaking news out of Pakistan, where at least 9 people have tragically been killed following a bomb explosion in a bazaar in Laki Marwat. Local police chief Azmat Ullah has confirmed the casualties, and while no group has claimed responsibility yet, suspicion is immediately falling on the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP, amid escalating militant activity in the region. Moving to the world of sports, we turn to the racing circuit. Trainer Ed Dunlop has hinted at a thrilling possibility for his classic-winning filly, Just Call Me Angel, potentially returning to Italy for the Oaks d'Italia next month. We dive into the details of her recent performances and what the trainer is considering regarding her extended trip and the possibility of competing in the Italian Oaks trial. And finally, let's get back to the garden. TV gardener Monty Don has shared a terribly important tip for every plant lover right now. He explains why hardening off is absolutely crucial for plants potted after being pricked out, detailing exactly how to acclimatize them to the outside world to ensure they thrive this spring and summer. Stay with us for the full story and don't forget to like and subscribe. Millions of benefit claimants may face increased scrutiny under new anti-fraud measures being rolled out by the Department for Work and Pensions, prompting warnings from experts about the need to prioritize accuracy and public trust. The government is initiating a test and learn phase for a new fraud crackdown that will leverage advanced digital checks, AI-driven risk analysis, and broader data matching to rapidly identify suspicious benefit claims. However, this expansion of monitoring powers has raised significant concerns among critics regarding potential DWP snooping powers, particularly the risk of automated systems generating false positives and unfairly flagging innocent individuals. Stuart Morris, Chief Technology Officer at SmartSearch, stressed that the DWP must meticulously balance fraud prevention with fairness. He cautioned that heavy reliance on automation or artificial intelligence could lead to false positives, where legitimate claimants are incorrectly targeted for investigation. Morris advised that the focus of the test and learn phase must be on accuracy, proportionality, and maintaining public trust. He highlighted the growing sophistication of fraudsters, who are reportedly using methods like fake bank statements and AI-generated documents that bypass traditional manual checks. To mitigate risks, experts recommended that the DWP prioritize smarter verification over simply granting broader powers. Key suggestions include implementing independent oversight and ensuring clear communication with claimants to protect legitimate users while effectively targeting deliberate fraud. The central objective, according to experts, is to test how effectively eligibility verification systems can identify genuine fraud without causing unnecessary negative impacts on claimants. 9 people were killed and over 24 injured in a deadly bomb explosion that rocked a bazaar in Laki Marwat, a district in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, Pakistan, on Tuesday. The explosive device was rigged to a rickshaw. Local police chief Azmat Ullah confirmed that 2 traffic police officers and a woman were among the fatalities. While no group immediately claimed responsibility, suspicion is mounting that the attack was orchestrated by the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, or TTP. The TTP is noted for its alliance with the Afghan Taliban government and its intensified campaign against Pakistani security forces. This latest incident follows a recent spate of violence, including a suicide bombing and gun assault on a security post in the nearby Banu district, which had previously resulted in the deaths of 15 police officers. This earlier attack prompted Islamabad to formally summon a senior Afghan diplomat to file a complaint. Pakistan has attributed the previous attack to the TTP. However, Pakistani authorities have long accused the Afghan Taliban government of harboring TTP militants. Kabul has refuted these claims, asserting that it does not permit militants to use Afghan territory to launch attacks against other nations. The surge in militant violence in Pakistan has significantly strained relations between the two countries. The TTP and other militant groups have reportedly become more emboldened since the Afghan Taliban regained power in Kabul in 2021. Tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan remain high, marked by cross-border fighting that has claimed hundreds of lives since late February. Although peace talks mediated by China took place in early April, sporadic clashes continue along the border, albeit at a reduced intensity. Just Call Me Angel is being seriously considered for a return to Italian racing, with trainer Ed Dunlop suggesting the filly might compete in the Oaks d'Italia next month. The connection to Italy is building after the filly showed promise in her initial outing at San Siro last October, securing a Group 2 victory by 2.25 lengths in her final juvenile start. Following that success, she returned to the Milan track earlier this month, demonstrating her class by holding off Marco Botti's Lozana by half a length in the Italian 1,000 guineas, ridden by Jason Hart. Trainer Dunlop has indicated that while plans are not yet finalized, a run on home soil over an extended trip before heading back to Italy for the Group 2 contest on June 21st is a possibility. Dunlop praised the filly's form, stating, "She's great. She's come out of the race really well. She's a tough filly." He noted that her performances in Italy, winning the Dormello and now the Guineas, have been very positive. Regarding future plans, Dunlop confirmed that the Italian Oaks will be under consideration. He added that they might run in England before then, but they remain open to possibilities. Dunlop suggested the filly possesses the stamina for a race over a mile and 3 furlongs, though certainty remains elusive. He concluded that they might consider the Oaks trial at Goodwood, the height of fashion, even with a penalty, to assess the trip and determine if the Italian race warrants serious consideration. Gardening enthusiasts are urged to perform a crucial step to ensure their plants thrive this spring and summer: hardening off. TV gardener Monty Don has highlighted this technique as terribly important for helping plants get off to a flying start after being potted or pricked out. Monty Don explained in a video shared on Gardeners World's Instagram that plants, even non-tender varieties, require acclimatization to the outdoor environment. He stressed that this process is essential because it allows plants to adapt to the big bad world: cooler temperatures, lower humidity, and increased air movement. "You need hardening off, and hardening off is something I really want to make clear because it's actually terribly important," Monty Don stated. He advised that if seeds are sown on a windowsill, the next step should be moving them to a slightly protected area outside, such as by a shed, to gradually introduce them to the weather. This advice also applies when purchasing young plants from garden centers. Monty recommended hardening off young plants for at least a week in a protected outdoor location before permanent planting. The Royal Horticultural Society, RHS, reinforces this message, noting that plants grown indoors or in greenhouses need acclimatization to cooler temperatures and lower humidity for 2 to 3 weeks before going outside. The RHS describes this toughening up process as hardening off, explaining that it helps plants adapt to harsh outdoor conditions. If suddenly placed outside, the shock can severely check a plant's growth, the RHS noted. Hardening off is preferred over sudden exposure because it helps thicken and alter the plant's leaf structure and increase leaf waxiness, ensuring new growth is sturdy, although growth will be slower than in a greenhouse. Resources like Love the Garden provide step-by-step guides for hardening off tender seedlings, such as tomatoes and squash, before they are placed in their permanent outdoor positions. Gardeners are encouraged to adopt this practice to mitigate the shock of sudden environmental changes.